Glad to have you with us from Tampa, Raymond James Stadium, as we are set for a showdown in the Reliaquest Bowl. There's nothing quite like wrapping up a regular season with a bowl victory. It just leaves a good taste in your mouth going into the offseason. As we'll see, the number 13 team in the country, the Maryland Terrapins, taking on another team from the Big Ten, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Kickoff team on the field, ready to start this postseason classic. And here's the return. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So Maryland's offense will get first crack at it here. What a great group of receivers they run out there, and a staunch, stout defense they'll be running into. Jesse, how are they going to get open? How does this defense keep them in check?
Well, I think one thing this receiving group knows, to have success in this game against this defense, is it's going to take all of them. It's not just going to be one guy making all the plays. They're all going to have to be able to step up and, David, take advantage of their own individual one-on-one opportunities when those chances come their way.
Well, and I think that's what's good about this offense. Their strength in numbers. It's not just one guy that you can take away. There's several receivers that can make plays. That stresses the defense. Like, find the weakness, go after him. That guy can win. So it'll be a fun individual matchup.
There he goes. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Terrapins can really attack on this second and short. Got his man on the right. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 48. Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. From the gun, the ground game. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. This offense has moved into plus territory, and they want to keep the heat on. They'll go for it on 4th down. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. The Terrapins come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking downfield, it's Washington. He's moving out of the pocket. Makes the grab. It's Hooks. He'll be forced out of bounds at the 28. And the Terrapins in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Out of the gun, the running back has it. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
You've got to be loving what you're seeing from your offense here on the opening drive of this game. They're in a really nice rhythm. They've got real good balance going on right now, and they've got the defense on their heels.
The Terrapins pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Grabbed behind the line, it's Hooks. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Quarterback on the keeper. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Maryland!
And that's why this offense is so hard to stop, guys. This quarterback can hurt you throwing it and running it. With his speed, he can make people look silly. And you saw it right there on the opening drive of the game. What a beautiful touchdown run.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Buckeyes offense has its first opportunity of the day. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. We're just going to see what they do today.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws.
It's a seam wide open. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Ohio State. Setting up for the extra point and the tie.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. If this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Got it in the middle with Scott. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. Always nice to have that security blanket of the tight end.
And it's nice to have a tight end that can line up in different areas of the field, too. It's not always going to be in a three-point stance. He can sometimes be in the backfield. You could flex him out into the slot. They might even try to put this guy out at wide receiver in the split end position and see what he can do there, because this guy is a weapon.
And the Terrapins can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Grab behind the line. It's Cooper. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
Nice pitch and catch between the quarterback and fullback. When the defense gives up one to the fullback, it's like somebody stepped on their face with a hobnail boot and broke their nose.
Yeah, and you think fullback, you think block, you think go meet him at the point of attack and hit him, and then all of a sudden he slips by you, a little deception, nice little play action to give him the throw and give him the first down.
I'll try to power it in. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line and no farther.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open...
Touchdown, Terrapins! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was, we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Back to throw, it's Sayin. Unloads to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. We've reached the break. It's Maryland with the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played 1 period. So first down here as they go back to work. The hand to the running back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. The Buckeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Caught in the backfield, it's LeBlanc. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. So now it's second and long. Wants to go up top. Finds his man. It's Porter. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. He'll keep it on the sneak. And they needed an inch, and they didn't get it. This defense gives up nothing, and you'll like it. So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. Needs it to keep this drive alive. Will not get there. A fourth down stop.
And how about the defense coming up big on fourth and short? You know they're going to run the football. Great job stacking the box, getting the big stop.
Makes the catch.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Back to pass, it's Washington. Grab near the marker, it's Scott. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Trying to escape and get it himself. He's out of bounds after a big pickup, but there's a flag on the field, and this might be coming back. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. A first down for the offense. From the gun. Give on the inside. Tackled there by the defense. The Terrapins with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Second down, they'll go to the air. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. That last incomplete pass has him staring at a 3rd and 3. Wants to throw on third down. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. With the catch, it's Cooper. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. And the Terrapins are rolling down the field. Wants to go up top on first down. With the catch, it's Kramer. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. This time they'll go to the running game. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Under fire. Going to try to get it himself. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give to the back. Defense holds their ground. Pickup of a yard. It's at the 26. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Give to the running back. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Looking for a man. It's Washington. Working the middle. It's complete. Picks up enough to give them first and 10 from the 11. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. The Terrapins didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. Operating in the red zone here on second down. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Maryland! still early, but we have some real distance being put on the scoreboard right now.
You do. It's early, but you got to find something positive. Right now, everything going in the other direction. So how are you going to respond when you've been hitting the mouth early in this football game? Got to find something positive quick.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They take over late and they have enough time to put together a drive. Hand off to the single back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Looking to go up top and time's running out in the half. The short hands, it's Porter. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Wants to throw on first down. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
And nice answer by this defense. You give up a big play, you go take a big play. Sometimes you get down on yourselves and one play turns to two. Nice job by this defense getting a sack, creating some momentum.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second.
Picked off. A rare misread and mistake from this quarterback. Gets it down to the 33. They pick up the first down. Got to use their time wisely.
And I like the aggressiveness. I understand you're down, right before the half. You want to go get some points, but you can't turn the football over here. Now you've set the other team up in a position to maybe get more points as the first half's winding down.
The offense will quickly use a timeout.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. Just on the edge of the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 21. Here comes the heat. Turning it on. He's run out of bounds after the big game, and they are in business. 1st and goal. This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before halftime. Looking for the goal line. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. They'll immediately call timeout. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Wants to throw. It's Washington. Trying to find the end zone. Touchdown, Terrapins! They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone.
Man, what great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Offense has enough time to get off a play before we head to the half. Power football with the run. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. The pressure on him, and the quarterback goes down, and that's how we'll wrap up the first half. And the Terrapins will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. While that first half certainly wasn't what they had in mind, maybe a big comeback is in the offense. Oh, he's got some space. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Running game got it done on the last play. Now it's first down. To the air on first down. Fires to the wideout. Grabbed in the middle. It's Porter. He's showing it all. The juice, the jets, the moves, and he's got it down to the 16-yard line. That's the way you get things going. A huge play and now attacking from just inside the red zone. Use the play fake, now to throw. Under fire.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Running it to the right. Steaming into the backfield to make the stop, and he'll lose 4. It'll be 3rd and long. Looking downfield, it's Sayin. Fires to the middle. Big fella moving. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. And the Buckeyes started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Buckeyes! Oh, the offense shows some life here and cuts into the lead with that score.
And, man, they needed it. They had to have something to go right. Listen, still down. This is a great start to getting back in this ballgame.
Now to make sure this kickoff team covers it well to not give back that last score. Fielded in the end zone. It's played. He's got great speed. Just barely able to stop him. He almost housed that baby. The nice return there. That last line of coverage is the only thing that stopped him from scoring. Extending the play. Fires downfield. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
And that's easy pitch and catch. You've got to catch that. Those are routes that you throw all the time, and you expect your receiver, you know, those same pitch routes, you sell it deep real quick, sit down. I need that to be a positive 8 yards, 10 yards, an easy play I can go to. My receiver has to make that catch for this offense.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. The Terrapins will punt it away on 4th down. The punters have had the day off up to this point. First one of the game. Now on the return. He gets a block. Touchdown, Ohio State. Special teams proving to be special.
And every year there's exciting new freshmen to look at and talk about and pump up. And this guy got a lot of that pump, and you see why. The dynamic play on special teams. You can see the speed. You can see the wheels. And you know the reason the fans were jacked up when they signed this guy this year.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. 3rd down conversions, always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. Dropping back, it's Washington. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And the Terrapins will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fair catch called for and taken at the 30-yard line. Out comes the offense as they get set to take over. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Roberts.
And we haven't called his name a lot, and I think this offense, they need to find a way to continue to manufacture touches for the big tight end. And I don't care how you do it. I don't care where you line him up. He's that good, and if I'm this offense, I'm going to find him more often.
Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll give it to him again. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Trying to turn the corner on the left. Runs through the tackle. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
I think if you're the coaching staff, you have to like what you've seen from this guy so far in the game. He's pumped out some really nice runs. Obviously, he's already scored a touchdown. Really nice run there as well. And for me, I would keep thinking about creative ways of getting this guy the ball as the game goes on during the second half.
Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. The Buckeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll give it to the back. And he runs into a wall. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. And nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
Wide receiver going in motion. Back to throw, it's Sayin. Pass rush, coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. And they weren't able to get him in the middle of the field, so now a 49-yarder from the right hash. Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Looking to throw on 1st down. Pocket breaking down. Makes the grab. It's Cooper. Breaks into the open. They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior. Makes a play after the grab.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off the big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good game, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. The sweet feet buy a little time. Complete to the right. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Maryland has the lead. And sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the 3rd. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. And you go back to work in the final period of this one. Leaves it with the back. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down. The Terrapins kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. To the air, it's Washington. Using his legs to buy some time. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
These receivers on these scramble drills are going to have to play with a little bit more urgency because this pass rush is getting after the QB. He was flushed out to the left and wasn't able to complete that throw because of the hit he took.
He'll keep it himself. How about that play behind the line as they lose 5? They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. There's the pressure. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. That gives them now a 7-point lead here in the final period.
And that was an important kick here in the 4th quarter, man. You want to take that touchdown lead, make them have to go the length of the field and score a TD. Nice execution by this offense. Nice job trusting your kicker.
The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
To the air on second down. Just a short pass to the tight end. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, the running back has it. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The Buckeyes trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Back to pass, it's Sayin. Oh, they're after him. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. The defense coming up big there, and the sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home, and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and it's fun to be a defensive coordinator calling the plays.
Well, that time on 3rd and long, they just took what the defense gave them. Nothing down the field. They were hoping maybe he could make somebody miss after the catch. Wasn't able to do it, so now it sets up 4th.
They punted away on 4th down. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Maryland has the ball back, and the Terrapin offense ready to go. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
It definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Looking downfield on first down. He'll try to do it himself. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40. And the Terrapins will line it up on 1st and 10. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. The give to the tailback. Productive 4-yard gain there on the ground as he gets it down to the 31.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
The Terrapins lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. He'll sneak it and try to surge forward. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. And the Terrapins back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Gets it past the marker. That's why a good running game is a coach's and quarterback's best friend when you're trying to put the lid on the game. They have just bloodied their nose on this drive, all on the ground. It's 1st and 10. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. From the 17-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Fullback's got it. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues.
The thing I like about giving it to the fullback right away, it hits downhill right now. Very little chance for a ball handling mishap. No fumbles. He secures the football, wraps it up, falls forward, and usually gets positive yards.
And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Right down the boulevard. And now the lead is even bigger. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And here we go. Final play of the game right here. Looking to throw, it's Sayin. A deep throw as the clock winds down. The pass is incomplete, and 1 second is left. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And the pass is incomplete, and that's going to be the final play as this game is over. All business today for this ball club. They come out and they get the win.
And that's all that matters. It's not always pretty. You don't always do everything you want to do or check all the boxes. But at the end of the game, Jesse, you want that W.
No doubt about it. They made the plays they needed to make in order to get this win. I thought the quarterback showed tremendous poise, good leadership throughout the course of the game. Defense made stops when they had to make them. So, right, there were some things that were going to need to clean up moving forward, but ultimately they were the better team today.
That's going to do it for us here, and for these two teams, that's going to do it for a season. Another bowl game in the books, and a season is wrapped. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer and our entire crew behind the scenes, I'm Reese Davis signing off. And